We are visiting roadside attractions in the state of Georgia. Let's get going, y'all. Alto, Georgia. School bus graveyard, spray art. Out in the country, a wall of parked and stacked buses, trucks, and cars, encircling a junkyard, has been turned into a colorful gallery of professional graffiti art. Ashburn, Georgia. Big red fire ant. Built in 1999, the body is made of propane tanks and ice tongs for its jaws. It sits in front of the Chamber of Commerce. They move it to the annual Fire Ant Festival, the fourth weekend in March. No thanks, I'll pass on this festival. Athens, Georgia. Big red bass fiddle. A musical bass fiddle is 25 feet high. Visitors can sit in 2 oversized chairs to admire it. It was unveiled in 2025. Athens, Georgia. Georgia Bulldog milk carton. It's on a pole and painted with the mascot on it. Athens, Georgia. Dragonfly statue. A big dragonfly, made from scrap metal, stands on the grass, in front of a government building. Athens, Georgia. School bus shelter. Built from parts salvaged from old school buses. It is part of the bus stop artification project by the Athens Area Art Council.
Oh, that's adorable.
Atlanta, Georgia. Doll Head Trail. Hikers along a trail that was a former dump have fashioned art from the debris. Stay on the trail, but beware of animals that bite, like deer ticks, spiders, and copperhead snakes.
Yikes.
This is just too creepy. Atlanta, Georgia. Little Big Chicken. A chicken statue stands in front of a Jamaican restaurant. Atlanta, Georgia. Skull entrance to a bar. Vortex patrons enter through a large cartoon skull with hypno-swirly eyes. Well, this definitely doesn't look like a bar to me. Atlanta, Georgia. Godzilla. It is made of junk and stands along an urban walking trail. Atlanta, Georgia. Olympic Torch Tower. In 1996, this 123-foot-tall torch observation deck was built. The interior has been closed for years. Augusta, Georgia. Big Cup. The Big Cup entrance to a 2-story building has gone through several name changes, such as Lily Tulip, Solo, Dart, and Augusta Cup. Augusta, Georgia. Titanic Hero Butts Bridge. A unique and very ornate bridge, with lions and eagles on each end. The Butt Memorial Bridge was named in honor of Major Archibald Butt, who was born 1865 in Augusta. He served as an aide-de-camp to Presidents Roosevelt and Taft. Archibald lost his life after helping to save women and children on the Titanic. A Save Our Butt campaign was started a few years ago to keep the Georgia Department of Transportation from demolishing the bridge. Wow, the Titanic was a piece of history that we will never forget. Be sure and watch my videos on both the deceased and survivors of this horrific disaster. The videos took me 9 months to complete. Ball Ground, Georgia. Burger Bus. It is a 1948 trolley bus. The restaurant openers found the trolley in a junkyard, restored it, and opened it up as a burger bus in 2015.
Oh, that smells so good.
Blairsville, Georgia. World's largest Amish chair. It was built in 2013. Blue Ridge, Georgia. Big leaping trout. It is in full color, carved out of wood, and stands 10 feet tall. There are 7 other smaller trout statues scattered around in the city. It is a part of the Blue Ridge Arts Trout Trail. Blue Ridge, Georgia. Dr. Muffler Man. He originated in Illinois and was known there for 50 years as Mr. Bendo. In 2014, he moved to Georgia and is now Dr. Muffler Man. A fiberglass giant now holds a giant toothbrush. Well, he seems to be a little confused on which hand to hold it in. Finally figuring it out, he now is sporting a Santa Claus hat, holding a wreath, and the toothbrush. Braxton, Georgia. Andy Griffith mural. A 2016 barn mural depicts Sheriff and Taylor and Opie strolling to the Fishin' Hole while a giant face of Barney Fife bugs out his eyes. Reportedly defaced in 2023. Oh no. I hope it wasn't them dang vandals again. Calhoun, Georgia. Rock Garden. Over 50 miniature churches, houses, castles, monastery, and the Notre Dame Cathedral. They are all made of rocks, pebbles, shells, broken glass, china bric-a-brac, ceramic tiles, cement and wire.
Oh, I love it!
Calhoun, Georgia. Sam's Treehouse. This treehouse is very unusual. It is multi-level and features a submarine prop from a 1960s Elvis movie. It includes a helicopter and an airplane. The airplane is the bedroom, and it includes a den, library, and kitchen. Sam Edwards owns, lived in it, and built it. The treehouse was featured on a network TV program on unusual homes. He was a former aide to President Carter. Cartersville, Georgia. Giant chrome hood ornament. A streamlined, metallic Art Deco woman. Her hair and body blown back by the wind. Cartersville, Georgia. World's first Coca-Cola wall sign. On the wall of the Young Brothers Pharmacy is the Coca-Cola sign. It was painted in 1894. It has been covered with 25 layers of paint since then. In 1994, it was restored to its original look. Wow, history for the brain. Claremont, Georgia. Dipsy the cow. Everyone say hello to Dipsy.
Hello.
She is a 9-foot-tall fiberglass cow and stands near picnic tables outside a creamery.
Oh, that's adorable.
Colquitt, Georgia. Giant peanut silo mural. The Spirit Farmer, also known as the Peanut Farmer. It is on the 100-foot-tall Birdsong Peanut Company silo. The 27,000 square foot mural was hand-painted with rollers by Charlie Johnston. It was dedicated in 2010.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Columbus, Georgia. Katie the cow and BB. Everyone say hello to Katie and BB.
Hello.
Katie has been around since 1967. In 2019, Katie was given permanent residence and moved to her current location in 2022. Katie's calf, BB, was stolen and located after 7 years. BB will eventually be reunited with its mother, but is awaiting engineering techniques to ensure BB is not stolen again. To all you thieves out there.
Shame on you!
Conyers, Georgia. Electrocuted cows. An art installation around 12 fiberglass cows imprisoned. They are inside the legs of a high-voltage transmission tower, trying to escape.
Oh shit!
Stay where you're at, moo cows, help is on its way.
Help! Help!
Cornelia, Georgia. The Big Red Apple. It was built in 1925 and made of concrete and steel, weighing 2.5 tons. Cumming, Georgia. Large Pink Panther sculptures. Rather large statues of the Pink Panther on the grass in front of a pinball and arcade equipment business.
Oh, that's adorable.
Dallas, Georgia. Muffler Man with wrench. Everyone say hello to Big Mike.
Hello.
He is 20 feet tall and was installed in 2018. Big Mike originally had the name of Mike's Plumbing Business on his wrench. The city didn't think kindly of that, and it was soon covered up. In 2025, an EF1 tornado hurled Mike to the ground, snapping his legs in half. He was repaired and standing back up in June. Dallas, Georgia. Mr. Bendo Muffler Man. Everyone say hello to Mr. Bendo.
Hello.
He is 20 feet tall. For decades, he stood outside of a muffler shop in Indiana. The owner, Mike, drove 16 hours non-stop to pick him up, taking him to Georgia. Mike kept Mr. Bendo in a shipping container for 2 years. In 2018, Mr. Bendo now proudly stands at the Atlantis Plumbing. Dallas, Georgia. Muffler Man Clown. Joel Baker confirmed that the clown began his life as a pirate in Maryland in the 1970s. The playland closed in 1980, and he was purchased in 1987 by Magic Forest. This clown spent over 30 years in Magic Forest, a children's theme park in New York. In 2018, the clown was then purchased by Mike Whitman and plans to stand him next to his plumbing business. Gosh, this clown has been in more states than me. I'm kinda jealous. Dallas, Georgia. Amish farmer Mortimer Snurd. This Alfred E. Newman look-alike stands between 14 and 18 feet tall. He got his start at the Danbury Fair in Connecticut. In the 1970s, he was modified with an Amish-style beard, black hat, and a murderous double-bladed axe. He then relocated to the Magic Forest in New York from 1987 through 2018. Mike Whitman purchased him and had him restored. He proudly stands at Mike's plumbing business. Gosh, they sure do travel a lot. It's obvious, I'm doing something wrong. Dallas, Georgia. Paul Bunyan Muffler Man, 1960s model. Everyone say hello to Paul Bunyan.
Hello.
He got his start at Magic Forest in New York. The owners told Joel Baker at American Giants that the theme park found Paul in the 1980s, still in his original shipping crate. He was forgotten for over 20 years. Joel states that he is the only known Bunyan Muffler Man with a removable hat. In 2017, Mike purchased him, and he is now standing next to his plumbing business as of 2019. Dallas, Georgia. Uniroyal Gal, Wonder Woman. Everyone say hello to Wonder Woman.
Hello.
She stood at a tire company in Florida from 1968 until mid-1990s. Her given name was Big Mama, and she stands 18 feet tall, was wearing a yellow blouse and blue skirt, holding a tire in her upraised hand. By 1999, she had shed her clothes, only wearing a red bikini. In 2016, she was found by American Giants, lying in a Florida backyard, and her clothes were discarded. She was restored in 2017 and purchased by Mike, who re-outfitted her into Wonder Woman in 2018. Douglasville, Georgia. Huge mailbox. Holy shizzles, that's huge. East Ellijay, Georgia. Pig Hill of Fame. There are 3,000 pig cutouts that create a giant pig on a hillside. Oscar and Edna Poole began their barbecue business, deemed the Taj Mahal, and added a room called the Hog Rock Cafe. People are going hog wild over this one.
Oh my goodness.
Ellijay, Georgia. Squidbillies Early Coiler. Everyone say hello to Early Coiler.
Hello.
A 12-foot-tall, full-color statue of Early Coiler, the hillbilly mud squid, from the animated series Squidbillies. It was unveiled in 2021. Honestly, I have never seen or heard of this animation. Am I missing out? East Point, Georgia. Muffler Man. A tire holding Bunyan with alien blue eyes.
Oh, he's so sexy.
Fayetteville, Georgia. Guitar-shaped house. A 100-square-foot-long acoustic guitar is a private residence. The effect is best viewed from the air, but you can get some of the sense when driving by. Wow, I wonder who owns this. Fayetteville, Georgia. World's longest courthouse bench. It is almost 60 feet long, 200 years old, and moved outdoors. 200 years old?
Goodness gracious!
Imagine the stories this bench could tell. Fitzgerald, Georgia. World's largest skeletal chicken. A steel frame and wire mesh head is 62 feet tall and weighs 19 tons. It was planned to have skin woven of live plants and a motel room in its belly. The construction was stopped in 2020. In 2023, the town voted to leave it the way it is. What in tarnation, we eat chicken, not a chicken-eating people. Folkestone, Georgia. Concrete alligator. A life-size replica is 19 feet long, the world record for its size. It was sculptured in 2004 by John Kennedy and family in New York. Forsyth, Georgia. Crashed crop duster and cleanest outhouse. An outdoor agritainment displays is at a farm and includes a crashed crop duster. The outhouse was voted the cleanest outhouse in Georgia. Gainesville, Georgia. Large tiger statue. Everyone say hello to Lucille.
Hello.
She is 8 feet tall, 14 feet long, and weighs over a ton. Lucille was sculptured in 2013 by Greg Johnson and represents the Breno University mascot.
Oh, that's adorable.
Gray, Georgia. Giant wooden Sasquatch. Alongside a rural road, a wooden Sasquatch sits, admiring a butterfly. It was carved in 2020 by Abby Peterson and Chap Nelson. Hiram, Georgia. Muffler Man. He was created from original molds by Mark Klein in 2025.
Howdy!
The cowboy wears a Phillips 66 logo on his hat and shirt. Jessup, Georgia. Metal Man. A large flat metal cutout man was the mascot and sign for a business. Keysville, Georgia. Kentucky Fried Chicken Bucket. A 1970s Colonel Sanders bucket is 6 miles from the nearest Kentucky Fried Chicken. Something tells me, based on this location, it's just not great advertisement for the Colonel. Lindale, Georgia. Yard skeletons. The display of skeletons, in beach attire, is lounging by a kiddie pool. It is located in a front yard adjacent to a highway.
Oh, I love it!
Norcross, Georgia. Twisted Guy.
Ooh.
He is homemade, pot-bellied, gap-toothed hillbilly on a pedestal.
Oh, he's so sexy.
I love me a pot-bellied man, more to hold on to. Pendergrass, Georgia. Big flea market cow. A fiberglass mascot for a flea market. Well, it's official, cows have fleas. Powder Springs, Georgia. Muffler Man Indian. He stood at a car dealership. The bare-chested brave is now the mascot of McEachern High School. Rome, Georgia. Winged hippie bus. A burger joint with a flying 1960s VW microbus on a pole with airplane wings. St. Mary's, Georgia. Submarine on land. The USS George Bancroft, a full-size Navy submarine, is displayed surfacing out of the grass. It was a nuclear-powered submarine that was decommissioned and sent to salvage in 1993. St. Mary's, Georgia. Torpedo. A restored wartime torpedo sits outside the Georgia Welcome Center. St. Simon's Island, Georgia. Mama whale and baby. A North Atlantic right whale and her baby surface out of the ground. It was sculptured in 1995. St. Simon's Island, Georgia. Tree spirits. Eerie faces carved into oak trees to represent sailors who drowned on ships. My prayers are with those sailors and the trees that lost their bark. Savannah, Georgia. Flea market mascot Big Cow. A giant statue, decorated with a straw hat and a cowbell, labeled "I love fleas."
Oh, that's adorable.
I wonder if she would let me borrow those earrings. I have a hot date tonight. Savannah, Georgia. Giant cow mailbox. A rural mailbox, made for a giant, stands 30 feet tall and is 16 feet long. In 2025, it was toppled over by a windstorm and re-erected in 2026. Thomasville, Georgia. Mini Noah's Ark. It is a bathhouse, shaped like the biblical boat, and contains a mural illustrated with pairs of each animal. Mrs. Poe had the artist revise the art to include food for the animals. Tucker, Georgia. Huge safety saw horse. A company manufacturing the striped safety barricades with flashing lights seen at road construction sites built a huge one outside its headquarters. Worthen, Georgia. Georgia's oldest jail. It is a one-room, wooden log building that was built to detain American Vice President Aaron Burr. He killed Alexander Hamilton in a duel. The jail sits in someone's front yard. Just a piece of history for the brain. Washington, Georgia. Big tire muffler man. His tire is now gone. Lottery-winning owners have left him at the property for the public to enjoy. Muffler man was recently painted with a buttoned, tight blue pants. Are those wrestling boots he has on?
Let's get ready to rumble!
Watkinsville, Georgia. The Iron Horse. A 12-foot-high horse sculpture dates back to 1954 from the University of Georgia. Student morons tried to smash it, then melt it with burning tires. It was restored in 2024. To all you student morons out there,
Grow up.
White, Georgia. Westman's truck. The tradition at Westman's is to paint its late 1940s truck every single day as a civic welcome sign and personal message board. Woodstock, Georgia. Giant spider on a roof. A realistic, unnerving large daddy long legs stands on the roof of an exterminator business. Woodstock, Georgia. T-Rex statue. Everyone say hello to Annie.
Hello.
She is 15 feet tall and routinely dresses in outfits for various holidays. The following are honorable mentions that no longer exist. Albany, Georgia. Art Park on Pine. A derelict building space, officially available to any artist who wants to paint on it or over any art that isn't good.
Oh, wow.
I wonder what they did with all those toilets. My grandmother would love to have them as planters. Atlanta, Georgia. Baseball gear Coke bottle. It was at Turner Field, home of the Atlanta Braves. The Coke bottle stood between 38 and 42 feet tall and 22,000 square feet. It consisted of 2,000 Coke cans, 6,680 baseballs, 290 bats, 18 catcher mitts, 64 bases, and 2,000 bottle caps. Atlanta, Georgia. Smoking gun barbecue. The Rusty Nail employed an 18-foot-long pistol-shaped barbecue grill, where smoke came out of the barrel. The restaurant closed in 2024, and the barbecue grill disappeared. Blairsville, Georgia. Enchanted Gardens, Fairy Houses. Arthur Milliken Jr., store and workshop of Disney Imagineer artist, specialized in crafting fairy houses. Byron, Georgia. Big peach orb on a pole. The big peach would light up at night. It advertised the Peach Antique Mall. Coleman, Georgia. Hay bale gag victim. A pair of legs stuck out from the center of a big hay roll by the side of the road.
Oh shit!
Stay right there, help is on its way.
Help! Help!
Dublin, Georgia. Muffler Man. He was likely the same one that stood at Raffield's OK Tire in nearby Macon, Georgia. Hephzibah, Georgia. Plane on a pole. A vintage twin-engine plane on a pole stood outside of a gas station and mini-mart. It was possibly blown away by 2024's Hurricane Helene. Reported gone by 2025. Lawrenceville, Georgia. Bail bond pink elephant. A life-size pink elephant stood in front of a bail bonding company. Lula, Georgia. Big rocking chair. A big wood rocking chair, in a field, came with a stepladder that enabled visitors to climb in the seat. Reported gone by 2024. Macon, Georgia. Chain link fence man. The sculpture stood in front of the International Fence Company. Did they run out of chain link and had to use him? Poor little fella. Resica, Georgia. Head of Mr. Cost Plus. A one-of-a-kind superhero statue was destroyed in a freak storm in 2009. His head was flung about 8 miles north.
Oh my God.
And now sits atop a farm shed. Rome, Georgia. Muffler car parts family. The Muffler family stood outside a muffler shop, made out of mufflers. There were about 7 or 8 of them. Roswell, Georgia. Cockroach mascot. Everyone say hello to Larry LaRoche.
Hello.
A 7-foot-tall cockroach stood outside a pest and lawn business, and was often dressed in costumes. St. Simons, Georgia. Large bulldog. A Georgia bulldog statue, covered with thousands of glued-on pennies, by artist Sandy Shodel. Stone Mountain, Georgia. Tupac Shakur statue. A life-size bronze statue was unveiled in 2005 on the 9th anniversary of his death. Unfortunately, the Arts Center was shuttered in 2014, and the statue vanished 1 year later. Turin, Georgia. Barbie Beach. In 2006, yard art creation by Steve and Linda Quick, consisting of Barbies and G.I. Joes.
Oh, I love it.
Linda passed away in 2024, and the Barbie Beach was disassembled. I hope you are resting easy, Linda. Please visit my channel on YouTube at MeTime806. Hit that like button, set the bell notification to all for notifications when a new video is released. Don't forget to share my channel with your family, friends, neighbors, and some random strangers. Thank you so much. Please visit roadsideamerica.com and plan your next trip.